Hi everyone, Kirsten here. As it has been exactly a week since we met in London, or some of us met in London last week, I just wanted to share a few thoughts and reflections with you since last Saturday. I loved the event. It really stirred and moved me in many ways, and I just wanted to share one particular thing one particular experience that I found extremely enriching, which was Amy's talk. So thank you so much, Amy, for your talk. I loved it. It felt to me like a beautiful, finely tuned piece of music. Very delicate, very sensitive, yet at the same time so powerful and strong. I really felt, Amy, you were speaking from your heart, and what you said had sort of matured over decades. That's kind of, it really touched me and stirred me, and it touches parts of my own life, of course. So I just wanted to highlight some of the pearls of wisdom that you shared with us in relation to, I think it was it was very much in the context of your relationship with Steve, which clearly is very creative, very loving, but not without its complexities, as all relationships. And I think you were saying what has helped you on this journey within the relationship. And I think that is so interesting, what helps us to not only survive our relationships, but also to thrive in them. And Amy talked about one thing which I really valued, to take the bad with the good. Um, and I kind of reflected on that in relation to my teenage daughter, who I currently have a lot of, I don't know, power struggles with, I guess, and roller coaster rides. And yes, I think Amy was talking about, and I feel like that in relation to my daughter. I can't just love the sweet bits, obviously. I can't say I love you without being able to love her rebellious parts, with her angry parts, her utterly unreasonable teenage parts. My daughter's currently pressing all my buttons 500 times a day and kicks every boundary at least as many times. And I really feel very challenged to kind of really love these new emerging aspects within her, which is about finding her voice, finding her place. And so taking the good with the bad really, really helped me to kind of reflect on my relationship with my daughter. And I wanted to thank you, Amy, for that pearl of wisdom. The other bit was about listening, that listening is healing. And again, I practice that. I'm a fairly good listener, I would say, but sometimes I'm not, I think, as we all are and aren't. And my daughter kept saying to me, "You just don't understand, you don't listen." And I kind of made a conscious effort to just listen and to not respond and not to want to say anything back. I just listened to what she had to say, and that was healing. It really healed a rift between her and I want to practice that much more. The listening, the healing power of listening. And I really found that very valuable. And I'm almost kind of intending to listen more every day, especially to my daughter. And the third beautiful pearl of wisdom that Amy shared within the context of sustaining and surviving and thriving within our relationships was about forgiving often, forgiving well, and forgiving quickly. And I so believe in that myself, but I think I wouldn't have put it so succinctly and so clearly. I wouldn't have been able to do that. But it resonated, and I definitely believe in that. And hearing it put so beautifully, again, that's such an important part in the day-to-day kind of relationships that we're experiencing. And again, I've kind of practiced that with my daughter this last week, and it's been very fruitful. So thank you so much, and maybe I'll share some more videos, because there have been so many lovely other experiences that I've also had, and so many more pearls of wisdom within Amy's talk.